Cannes is in full effect. Let's talk about some of the movies that are going to be premiering there. So this is what we're going to be doing throughout the week, as well as getting reactions, all that good stuff. Let's start off with David Cronenberg's The Shrouds, because in my opinion, I think that's what's going to win the Palme d'Or this year. Of course, I'm not in Cannes. It is a lot of money to get over there, trust me. So sadly, we will be missing it, but you know, it is what it is. Some do get to go and some don't, and that's what it is. But hopefully one day we'll be there. But let's talk about David Cronenberg's The Shrouds, which we just got a trailer for, actually. And David Cronenberg spoke a bit about the film. So this is David Cronenberg's next film after Crimes of the Future. And we will be talking about Crimes of the Future this week as well. But we have a new trailer in which we basically see Vincent Cassel and Diane Kruger, who will be starring in the film. You also have Pearce and Sandrine Holt in the film. We don't see them in the teaser, however, I feel. We might get some quick shots of them here and there in it. But before we get any further into this whole talk about The Shrouds, I want to let you know we are running a giveaway. All you have to do to enter the giveaway is be subscribed to the channel. Make sure you comment down below if you're excited for The Shrouds, and that gets you an entry into the giveaway. We will announce 2 winners at 30,000 subscribers, so make sure that you are subscribed and hitting that notification bell. Less than 70 subscribers to go. But let's talk about The Shrouds. So The Shrouds centers on Karsh, played by Vincent Cassel, who is 50, a prominent businessman, and is inconsolable since the death of his wife. He invents GraveTech, a revolutionary and controversial technology that enables the living to monitor their dear departed in their shrouds. One night, multiple graves, including that of Karsh's wife, are desecrated. Karsh sets out to track down the perpetrators. And we see this in the little teaser that we got, and we've gotten some pictures here and there that show us just exactly what GraveTech really looks like. And they talk about how this is like a way for you to not really say goodbye, to deal with your grief and all of that. And Cronenberg actually spoke in an interview about this as well, and this is with Serge Grunberg, and this is what Cronenberg had to say. Most burial rituals are about avoiding the reality of death and the reality of what happens to a body. I would say that in our movie, this is a reversal of the normal function of a shroud. Here it is to reveal than to conceal. I was writing this film while experiencing the grief of the loss of my wife, who died 7 years ago. It was an exploration for me because it was not just a technical exercise, it was an emotional exercise. In a way, the shrouds that my main character has invented are cinematic devices. They are creating their own cinema, a post-death cinema, a cinema of decay. Before writing the script, I was aware that there was a cinematic aspect to the Shrouds, creating their own strange grave cinema, cemetery cinema. In the Shrouds, there is a suggestion that Karsh understands that there is a cinematic technology involved in what he's creating, something rich and complex. It's so interesting because I'm often watching movies in order to see dead people. I want to see them again. I want to hear them. And so cinema in a way is kind of a shrouded post-death machine, you know? In a way, cinema is a cemetery. So the interviewer talks about how Karsh has seemed to invented something that contradicts death itself, because the body doesn't die, continues its fate, and Karsh is behaving as if his wife wasn't dead. And so Cronenberg responds to this by saying, if you're a religious person, I think that you consider an afterlife. If you're an atheist like Karsh and me, that relationship can continue, but in a more realistic context, in a more biological way. It's another form of relationship. As Karsh says, he can't stand the fact that he doesn't really know what's happening to her body. So this relationship continues, but not through an exchange of words, a conversation. It's certainly perverse, morbid, grotesque, but to someone who's grieving the way he is, it actually isn't. It's rather healthy, in fact, a way out of despair, out of grief. He has invested a lot of money and energy into this high-tech cemetery, but basically it all comes down to the body. As in many of my films, body is reality, and if you accept that, the body of a dead person continues to be a kind of reality, and that is where Karsh lives. So like I said, this is definitely sounding like Cronenberg's most personal film, as he said it so many times. This is in fact written after the death of his wife, and I really was thinking that right when we first heard that this film was going to be happening, what it was about, that this was definitely something that Cronenberg had created after that and took in those feelings in there. So the cast consists of Vincent Cassel as Karsh, Diane Kruger as Becca, as Pearce as Maury, Sandrine Holt as Sue Min, Elizabeth Saunders as Gray Fauner, Jennifer Dale as Muna Slotnick, Eric Wenthel as Dr. Haustra, Steve Switzman as Dr. Jerry Eckler, and this film will be premiering at Cannes, and that will be, I believe, next week. It will have its premiere over there, so we'll be talking about it and all of that. It is currently going to be released theatrically in France on September 25th, 2024. I'm not too sure if it already has a US distributor that will be releasing it, but we pretty much will be seeing this at some festivals. fingers crossed that we will be hearing it, that it will have its premiere in the United States at Fantastic Fest later this year. Fingers crossed, we never know. But this is definitely exciting. So apparently the concept was originally set as a Netflix series, with Cronenberg writing 2 episodes before Netflix canceled plans. Typical Netflix. Cronenberg has also said that it is very personal and autobiographical. And so, like I said, this just sounds very interesting. And, you know, the teaser and everything has me ready. We basically do see this film having all of the looks and feels that Cronenberg has given us throughout the years, and at the same time feeling different as well. So we're very excited to see how this film will be. But let me know what you think about the Shrouds. What do you think about David Cronenberg talking about the Shrouds and what it means to him and all of that? Let me know in the comments down below. I've been excited to see more of Cronenberg in the last couple of years. I think that we are seeing something very, very interesting in his films, especially with Crimes of the Future just recently. Like, there is a distinct style that he has at this moment that's very different from what he's done in the past, but it still feels very much so Cronenberg. So excited to see what that's going to be, and it is up for the Palme d'Or. Like I said, I really do think this could be the one that is going to get the Palme d'Or, but we'll see how that will be. Let me know what you think about it in the comments down below, if you're excited for this movie or not, and do you think that it has a chance to win the Palme d'Or at Cannes on May 25th? My birthday, by the way. So very excited to see what comes next. But we have some more talks about Cannes today. Megalopolis has a teaser. We also have learned that Julia Ducournau has a new film that will be distributed by Neon, and we're excited about that as well. So a lot of talk about Cannes in the next coming days, like the whole week basically. So excited. Let me know your thoughts and opinions, and as always, that's gonna do it for me. I'll see all of you next time. We are running a giveaway. If you want to enter, be subscribed, comment down below your thoughts and opinions, and I'll see all of you next time. Stay safe, stay positive.